All right, guys, don't forget to check us out online, therevolutiontv.com. There you're going to find full episodes, plus links to our Facebook, Instagram, Twitter. Reach out to us. You're not alone. therevolutiontv.com.
It's been such an honor getting to know Jonathan and Melissa Helser, and I love that this couple is so vulnerable. They've weathered some serious physical storms, but they rose out of it, taking ground because of God's real goodness. And that whole taking ground part, they're sowing into the next generation of songwriters, worshipers, and authors, those called to the arts, and that's a sphere of influence that is so powerful. But for Melissa Helser, the birthing of her voice came through physical pain.
I mean, really, it was kind of, really, I just came to a point where I just couldn't pray the same prayers anymore, and I needed relief in my soul, and I would watch Johnny, like, go off and, like, sing and worship and spend time with the Lord, and I'm like, I just need another outlet to bring some relief to, like, even the trauma of suffering. And that's when I started writing music. And so, I mean, I really never wanted to be a worship leader. It just kind of happened. I mean, I think the Lord met me a lot. I mean, He keeps meeting me, you know, in the seasons where it feels the most tense. It's hard to describe a friendship that's so deep. I think my friendship with the Lord has been forged in the fire, which is really a gift. I think when you realize that this life isn't void of suffering, like it's just not, you know, then again, like you either try at all costs to avoid it, or you embrace it and you embrace humanity and you embrace that He actually put on flesh and blood and became human and suffered, you know, and that the fellowship that we have with the Father there with Jesus in that place is so special, you know. I think a lot of the keys, I would say one of the main keys when I was really, really sick, before I went on medicine and everything, I had hit a moment where, just probably the lowest moment I had, the kids were both really little, and I was just like, you know, really desperate and feeling really discouraged. That there's all these people that are like, you just need to have more faith, and I'm like, but that doesn't even make sense, you know. Like, I am a daughter, I know who my Father is, but I had to really wrestle with that probably more than anything. Like, if I could just get to that point, then He would come and meet me, you know. And that's such an improper view of the heart of a father, right? But one of the most beautiful moments I had, I was sitting with a friend, and I was like really, really almost borderline depressed, you know, just like, I can't make God do what I want Him to do, you know, which if I'm honest, and my fasting, my prayer, all of it, none of it's working. And He said, He's like, Melissa, is this season of your life producing fruit? And I'm like, what do you mean, you know? And He's like, is it producing the fruit of the Spirit? Is it producing patience? Is it producing love? Is it producing kindness? And like, gentleness. I mean, you know, you go on perseverance, and I'm like, oh my gosh, like, yes. He's like, I think you're gonna be okay. And really, that was a pivotal, life-altering moment where I realized, like, the Lord is way more interested in the fruit of my life, you know, and that these seasons of my life have produced an orchard of beauty that I carry into eternity, you know. So even now, I think that in my, every day I wake up and I tell the Lord, if You want to do it today, game on, you know. But I think the greater miracle is that I really know the Father. I mean, that's something like, one day, my flesh and bone are going to fade away, but who I know Him to be as a Father, like, I take with me into eternity. And I've matured to a place of realizing that's really the greater miracle than even my physical healing, which will come either on this side or that side of glory. It will come, you know, but what's more important is that I know Him for who He really is. So
yeah, and even in the tension of like 15 years of praying for this healing, you know, even as a husband, and then watching her just like reaching for the Lord and praying for the healing, I know right now we believe in healing more than we've ever believed in it. Like, I know it's more real than it's ever been. But we also say in our community, like, without tension, you can't make music. And so much of the music that we've written has come from this tension. And we know healing's coming. If it's on this side of glory or it's on that side of glory, Melissa is going to be healed. He is a good father. But it's been in the middle of the fire that we have sung so many of these songs. When we first got married, when we fell in love, I was telling you about, we never knew we'd lead worship together. I played music, but she hadn't really started playing yet. And it was in the middle of these seasons of tension, and these seasons of waiting, and these seasons of unanswered prayer that Melissa's song began to emerge. Recently we were at a place and I was just hearing, all these people shouting out the lyrics that I know Melissa wrote in one of the darkest places of her life. And as they're singing these words, explode my soul, explode in praise. What he promised is what he gave. And I know how much it cost her to sing a lyric with all of her heart. What you promised is what you gave. Even though she hasn't fully seen it yet, she knows she's going to see it. Just like Abraham, like he knew he was going to see the stars in the sky, he was going to see that promise. And he's seeing it right now. And as these young ones are singing it, I'm like, wow, I bet the enemy right now regrets the day he ever pointed the sword of sickness at Melissa.